Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Irvin, with another manga chapter review. This is going to be on the 14th chapter of Shounen Shoujo, a series that I've been reviewing here for quite a bit. So if you haven't seen the first 13 chapter reviews, then after this video or before you watch this video, you guys can go check them out in my channel. Shounen Shoujo, it is a series that you guys can read online. I'm reading it through Manga Rock. It is still working, so anyways, yeah. Before I continue, a few things. One, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell button if you guys don't mind, and you'll be notified when I go live when I upload videos. Also, if you guys want to further support my channel and be part of the next giveaway that's going to happen in just a few days, then consider being a Patreon. There's other ways to also participate in that giveaway, so don't get your hopes down. You guys can participate in other ways as well. Lastly, I do guys want to warn you guys, there is a spoiler alert for this chapter. I will talk about it in some detail because, well, it is a chapter. There's not much to talk about when it's just one chapter other than the chapter. So, the 13th chapter, the one before this one, we found out that the little girl died, and the little girl was did not die from her disease, but was killed. And we're just kind of left off in that area, and if you were me at least, you would think, okay, so is the series ending, or what the heck is going on? So we quickly, the 14th chapter quickly starts with Shonen, the little boy, basically in his room and remembering what happened. Essentially, all he knows is the girl died. She was probably killed, more than likely, and there is no answer of who did it, and there's not really any other context clue other than the disease does not protect you from death as much as they thought it did. So, after him kind of going back and forth and figuring out stuff, he finally remembers her face for some reason. At one point he says he's not focused so much in individuality, which is why he remembers her face. He also realizes that the book he read back in maybe chapter 4 or 5, maybe 6, where he was reading about how to kill her, was written by her father. So essentially the book was written by a person who failed to kill her many, many, many times because her parents try to kill her. So, he also finds out and through the doctor that she is the one that created the disease, and comes to terms with that, and that obviously there's a question of how did he come with the disease, but oh well. And all that, he basically comes to terms that it's his turn. He's going to die soon, and he thanks the little girl for giving him the hope of just dying and being okay with it. He then goes to his room and decides to remove the painting of him being, in that nude picture that she took of him, so that when he dies, that's not kept in memory. When he's removing it, he notices that behind it there is a DVD, and he watches it. And inside the DVD, there's quite a bit of things, and a lot of them she kind of jokes about it, and she just kind of says, "Kidding, I'm just kidding," and it's just a joke, but apparently, what I figured out, and hopefully this is all the truth, there's only 4 people that could have killed her. She says, one, it was me. I killed myself. I figured out how to kill myself, and I committed murder. I committed suicide. The second possible response that she gives them is that it was her parents. Her parents finally escaped and were able to kill her and complete their mission of their life. Third is the doctor. The doctor finally figured it out, and she says, but in reality, that's really just like the first, because the doctor is my second ego. So I guess the doctor that he never saw the face of was the little girl. Don't really understand that part, to be honest. Hopefully that is later explained. And the fourth one is that it was the boy. The boy was able to kill her and get rid of her. So that's the only possible options that she gives him. And obviously it doesn't give us an answer. It just tells us that there's that. She then goes on joking around with him that she probably knows how to cure the disease, and then says, "Just kidding. That's not really true. If it was true, then she would have used it on herself." Now, begs the question then, did she do use it on herself and then killed herself, which means she did find a cure. Could be possible. Could be wrong also. But anyways, she finishes the video with her saying, or her telling him that there is a possible way to revive her, to bring her back to life. Now, that's the end of the chapter, so we're not really sure if there's more to the DVD or if that's just the end of the DVD. But anyways, this chapter itself, I want to say a few things. It is a chapter that builds up to maybe more to the series. It gives us hope that there's going to be more chapters after this. That he probably is going to revive her. That he probably is going to have some type of ability to cure her. What I don't like about it is how it all come to it. The whole revival process and stuff like that. I just, when I was reading it, I was about to just call bullcrap. Like, this is just, it seems like they're dragging it now, and they don't want to. They realize that killing off the girl wasn't the best thing, so now they're just gonna bring her back, and maybe it was in their intentions the entire time, but it didn't really seem that way when I read it. So, anyways, because of that, I'm gonna lower this series to a 6 out of 10, just because I don't think it did a good job in this chapter, to be honest. It does set up for more to the series, but it didn't do a good job about it, because I was confused at the time, and it almost seemed like they were just bringing stuff up out of nowhere just to bring it up. So, anyways, guys, make sure you check it out. You guys can read this again through Manga Rock if you have the app. If you do not get the app before it shut down, then you guys can't read it other than other sites, maybe. I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't done so already, subscribe and consider being a Patreon. Go check out the rest of the series chapter reviews. And like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.